here in this Women Helping Women Entrepreneur group. And I want to come on today to talk to you about the power of visioning. And my title is to ask you if you are part of the 2%. And what I mean by that is I've been working now as a coach in the personal development space for the last 5 years. And what I've noticed, as well as many of my colleagues and with my clients, is that there is a small percentage of the life coaches who are actually crushing their goals, who are making multiple six figures. So despite what some ads say and so forth, become an instant millionaire being a life coach, actually, the percentage is very small. I've heard somewhere between 4 and 2% of life coaches are actually earning multiple six figures. So you're probably asking Deb, why are you starting this Friday off with such bad news? Well, I want to help you figure out the secret. So as my mentor, Jack Canfield, who co-wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul and the Success Principles, as well as Bob Proctor, they were both in the movie The Secret. So what is the secret? What's the secret to being out of the 98% and being in that 2% that is crushing their goals? Well, I'll give it to you right now. So if you just have a few minutes to watch this, you're already going to get the answer. It's your vibration. It's your frequency. So as I said, my name is Debbi Sluys, and my company is Dare to Declare, and I'm an expert with creating powerful vision boards that are intentional and joyful. And you may have heard of vision boards before, but the way that we do it is really unique. And what I love is that it really supports the participants as well. I have an academy where my clients, that they can support their clients to raise their vibration. So we talked about what's the secret. It's all about vibration, and vibration is a law. And you might think, what is it really? Yes, it is a law. Think about seeds. So an acorn, for example, when it falls from the tree and it lands, well, first off, it has to land in fertile soil. So if it does get that and it gets covered over with mulch and with soil, then it doesn't just stay there and rot. No, what happens is, because it is a living mechanism and it begins to vibrate on a very, very small level, but it vibrates so that it attracts what it needs. It attracts the moisture it needs. It attracts the sunlight that it needs so that it can sprout. And from that sprout, it can grow into a huge, strong oak tree simply by vibrating, which is one of the universal laws. So you may think and have heard of this law as the law of attraction. And so where our focus goes, our energy flows. But truly, it is the universal law of vibration. And so in addition to vibrating, I want to give you some stats around creating something to vibrate about. So you can see behind me my vision board. And the stats are that if you simply write down what your vision is, the likelihood that it will manifest just by writing it down goes up by 42%. It's true. And if you add images and tell others about it, again, think about that little acorn. It doesn't have a voice. It simply vibrates. But if you get really clear and focused and add images and get into your imagination, have you ever had it where you can imagine something and you can feel it all in your body? Like you just get this body sensation. Yeah, you're vibrating. And so it goes up to 78% more likely to manifest when you add images and declare it. Like that's extraordinary. And so that's how you can raise your vibration. And I want to, tell you also a little bit about this tool that some people think about a vision board as, and I'm adverse to this idea, the vision board party. in that, they're like, oh, throw a vision board party. And I get why they say that, because it is a lot. I have lots of teams do it and they love it. It's a fun day, to do as a retreat or as an employee wellness activity. But it's so much more than a party. Because again, I'm going to go back to that acorn. That acorn can just stay as an acorn, but no, it's meant to grow into this oak tree. And so the way that you do that and go from being a seed is that you begin to vibrate based on another frequency, another level, by getting really clear and focused on what you want. So it's an experience and it can transform your life. How do I know that? Because it's transformed mine. 5 years ago, I started my company. 10 years prior to that, and actually I've been in childcare for 30 plus years in a not-for-profit environment. I loved it. I still love. I just was working with educators on Wednesday, actually, in the Toronto area. And I love supporting early child educators. However, when I decided to get clear and step into this purpose of supporting people to shine brighter, to step into their best life, into getting clear and focused on what they really want, that's when everything changed. And I got into a spirit of service. So I want to tell you a little bit about Dare to Declare as well. If this is resonating with you, you're like, this is so cool, this information. What's really cool is that there are a lot of coaches. I think after COVID, there was just, a resurgence of the idea of coaching, especially here where I live in Canada, as it was sort of a more new profession. And so how do you stand out? There's so many people that are talking about get rid of your limiting beliefs and step into your best life, and that's true, but that message gets kind of beige when everyone's giving the same message. So how do you stand out? Well, with my company, with the vision boards, it's one of those things that people know about, but very, very few know how to do it in a way that aligns with what we know with the greats like Joe Dispenza and Tony Robbins and Lisa Nichols and Jack Canfield and Bob Proctor. All of them speak about imagination, about creating a vision, but no one's really teaching it in a way that I'm doing it with Dare to Declare. And so it really helps my clients stand out as coaches and entrepreneurs to have this tool. And think about, I don't know if you have this in your business, but that, sales is over here. It's kind of siloed. It's like, well, okay, I'll have the sales conversations and then I'll get them into the program that's really going to help them. But imagine if your program, which is vision boards, actually becomes part of your selling process. And that's truly what selling is. It's serving. So because you are a master at creating and helping and guiding people to create a vision, you're going to be able to do that right in your sales presentation, where people can then imagine themselves creating this beautiful vision, creating this vision board. And again, it's like this beautiful alignment where sales and programming and content are not separate. Doesn't that feel good? Like it's just amazing. I love it. So, this process, I remember one of my clients, he's a physician, actually, in a cardiologist in Ireland. And he said to me in his Irish accent, he said, Deb, this is very simple. And again, I'm not doing an Irish accent. And I said, it is simple. And it's not easy. Because if it was easy, there would be a lot more than 2% crushing their goals. So I think people misunderstand that, they get confused between simplicity and the responsibility and the persistence and the desire and want and all that it takes to grow a business. So this is something that it really goes back to mindset and vibration, and I can help you with that. So I'd be happy to get on a call with you. I'll drop my calendar below, or you can find me on my website. It's my name, DebbiSluys.com, or send me an email. It's Debbi@DebbiSluys.com, and I'd be happy to chat with you. And as I said, I have an academy where I teach this. So I'm starting a new program, October 16th. It's for 6 weeks. And you will then be able to accelerate your clients' results. And isn't that what we got into this in the first place for, is to support and serve and help our clients get the best results. And you get to multiply your monthly revenue. So let's get you into that 2% so that you are crushing your goals. You are a standout in your field, And I'd love to help you with that. So I hope that this supported you to raise your vibration and got you in your imagination, and that you continue to promote the law of attraction for the rest of the day and the weekend. And I will talk to you again next week. So as I said, I'm a standout member here in Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs, and I'm so grateful for this time. And thank you for watching. Take care of you. Cheers.